too, man. What's good? Good morning.
Very good morning. How are you doing? And welcome to Ships and Gigs.
Thank you so much, man. What a pleasure. What an honor. Thank you for doing
S-
this. I think it's a really cool idea, actually. I just listened to the episode with Terry. Very nice episode.
Thank you, thank you. You know, I live in Australia, right?
Yeah,
So
I know. So your timelines were probably, oh, time zones were probably, lined up.
I know, like, I stay up until 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. just to watch your live stream.
Oh my God, you're the
Yeah,
man, dude. Thank you so
no,
much.
it's just, bro, like, your live streams are just not just informative and helpful. Your live streams are so much fun and they're full of joy. That's why the community love them,
Yeah, man. That's why I love doing it too. Like it genuinely gives me happiness in my day-to-day life just streaming because yeah, you're right. We have so much fun. So
Yeah.
I'm really glad you I hope it doesn't mess up your day-to-day life.
Absolutely, absolutely not. Like I usually stay until 1 or 2 a.m., so one more hour is not much.
Same here, bro.
So yeah.
Can't go to sleep. There's so much to do.
Oh yeah, always.
Yep,
How
always.
like what brought you into World of Warships Blitz and like what inspired you to start creating content?
So Blitz in general, I've never been a mobile gamer at all. Always had a PC. I've been very lucky in that sense. So right, mobile gaming wasn't my thing, but when I joined the Navy, I had to go to the school that was in the other side of the country. So I had no PC. I had nothing to game on. And I remember a couple years ago, or was it a couple months ago? I think we had been on a vacation, and my dad was the only phone that had 4G. So I downloaded this game called World of Warships Blitz, and I thought it's kind of boring, it's not a PC. But then when I didn't have one myself, I downloaded it again, and it was yeah pure addiction from there on out.
Like what inspired you to start making creating content for the Blades game?
So it's really the thing was I just thought there was content missing from the Blitz community. Like you have Terry, right? He's making these in-depth, very detailed guides. He's pretty much helped the whole community start
Yeah.
learning this game, me included. And we have Sly doing the more like news type stuff. I don't know how to call Sly's content, but it's unique in a special way, and it's like without Sly, I don't know what the Blitz community would be. But I thought somebody needed to make gameplay content, just straight up like potato quality. That's what I'm aiming for, and that's what I was missing. So I thought I'm just gonna make the content I would like to watch, what I feel is missing.
Yes.
So that's really the reason why.
That's so much fun and I'm glad you started doing it, brother.
Me too, man. I mean, the cruiser thing, my first thing was like, I want to make the bad ships good.
Yeah.
And I think I got a lot of traction with my Petro video because I tinkered a lot with the Petro equipment and I came up with this goofy this reload, what was it, steering and concealment. And it caught on and actually Petro became a little bit more played, I think. So
Oh, good. I mean, people don't like Petro, but I recently got it and absolutely love the ship.
it's a monster,
Yeah,
man.
it's
People
such a
sleep
fun
on
ship.
Petro. It's so skinny and low to the water, like it's hard to hit.
Like, I remember you mentioned that you won't be as active as you used to be in regards to creating content. Like, are there
Mhm.
any upcoming projects or ideas in Blades you're excited to share with your audience?
Well, I think the main thing is that this update we just had has actually given me a reason to play the game. So a lot of the projects I may have delayed, such as Cruises of Blitz, finishing that series, 100K challenge, these bigger projects. That's something I would like to do. So no, I haven't planned anything huge, but just wanting to create content for this game is probably the biggest thing. I still have a full-time job now and
Yeah.
not as much time on my hands, but I want to stream the game and I want to keep creating this weird mix of content I make.
No, that's great. Like, you've done so much for the community and always supportive of the community. What has been the most rewarding part of being a community contributor and YouTuber for this game?
And I think there's a lot of things. I mean, this has been probably the best thing that I've done for myself, as a decision I took, something I created. But it's just all the people and different cultures meet. One thing I love about streaming is, yeah, I have, a person from Iran, I have a person from Russia, I have a person from Ukraine, the United States, Australia, Taiwan. It's the whole world, man. It's beautiful because we can all agree on this game, right? We love this game.
Yes.
And also another thing, I think I've changed my perspective on why I play video games. I'm not trying to be the best anymore. I'm actually just doing this because it's super fun. So that's something the Blitz community has given me is like just the enjoyment of gaming itself. Not trying to be the best, not trying to have the highest damage, you know.
Yeah,
And
absolutely,
generally,
bro.
just the interaction with people. Like people are so nice. I love the Blitz community. It's the whole reason why I do this.
Yes, our community is actually really supportive as well for people who create content.
And also people who are new. I feel like the only way people learn this game is from the community. Wargaming don't teach you anything.
No, I
So
mean, look, you download the game first few levels, all you see is bots. Imagine seeing those bots and trying to learn.
it's pretty bad, and we've stated this to the developers like, guys, you need to make a better tutorial. But I don't think it's excuse me, I don't think it's first priority, which I think is fair. We have bigger priorities right now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Like, is there any challenges that you face as a community contributor, and how do you overcome them?
Hmm, that's a good question. I actually feel like something that I didn't realize, but I think every person who's online, experiences sometime is, I wouldn't call it hate, but people assuming things. There's a lot of people, that think if you talk positively about wargaming, that we're being paid by them. And coming to terms with you can never please everyone. That was a challenge, and I think it's just because I'm a little bit of a people pleaser and very stubborn. But just realizing that I can't make everybody happy. I can only make the people happy that want to see the content, right? I can entertain those people, and that's something being a CC for this game has taught me. Also, not straying away from the morals. Like I said, that's why I love we're not being paid by Wargaming. I can say whatever the heck I want,
Yes.
and I want to stay true to that. And that's something I think that the CC program has taught me, that that's probably the most important thing of my position, is to speak for the community as much as I can.
Like that's why I love watching you, Sly, Pigby, and some other content
Mhm.
creators because you guys say it. If Wargaming did something wrong, something bad, you guys say it straight away. It's not like, you know what, hiding it, you know?
No, and the thing is, bro, with their lack of communication, something needs to happen, and it's always pitchforks, bro.
Oh my
Always
God.
pitchforks. That's the only time it happens. We can't use the carrot; it has to be the pitchfork.
Oh, that's right. Like
Yeah,
some people just forget that Blitz is just a mobile game. Like,
yeah,
what do
we
you
really
think?
do.
Yeah, what do you think is the key to having fun while playing competitive games like this?
So I think the most important thing in Blitz, specifically Blitz, but any competitive game, is doing what you find fun. So I don't know if you know League of Legends. You've probably heard of it.
Yes.
There's a character that nobody likes, and he's very, very hard to play because his whole mechanic is running around and spreading a poison trail. So you basically want people to chase you. You
Mm.
know, I love this character's idea, but I sucked at him. But I had so much fun playing him, and finding stuff or goals that you set in the game, having goals and working towards them. I think that's when you have the most fun, because it's not so much about stats. It's not so much about the highest damage, or not even win rate for that matter. If
That's
you're
so
having
true.
fun, man, if you're playing the ships you want, that should be it.
That's so
And
true, man.
if even if it's a CV, bro, if you love playing CV, go play that CV.
Uh, you
I
you
mean, we can't
I was
stop them,
like
bro. We have to be real, bro. We can't stop them from
like I
FDRing
mean
up, man. Oh,
that's true. You know what? I feel like Wargaming is gonna watch this episode and they're gonna release FDR crate.
oh yeah, bro. I just messed up, guys. It's my fault. I take the blame. No, I really, on the FDR thing, man. That's that's the worst thing with the CVs. I actually don't mind what the state of the CVs right now, but the
Yeah,
amount
they
of FDR crates, bro. Stop. Quit it.
oh yeah, like when they first released, I was like, oh okay, it won't be in crates. 2 months later, it was in crates, and again, it was
Yeah.
in crates like 6, 7 times. I was like, come on, stop it, that's enough.
Make it a really rare ship because it is so good. You can't
Yes.
remove it. It's a premium. People pay for that stuff.
Oh,
But at
that's
least don't make it prevalent because my GK can't take it, bro.
Bro, like you're saying GK, they don't care. Like some of the CV players, they just go for even if you're playing Worcester, if you're playing San Martin or Ragnar, they just like
Mhm.
they don't care. They just go after you.
I don't know what it is, man. Oh
You
yeah, another
you're
actually the
definitely a,
biggest challenge.
you're definitely a CV magnet.
Yeah, bro. But I think it's because I whine so much about it. I'm aware that the more you talk about it, the more the CVs will want to go for me. So it's it's collateral damage, I guess. But
Uh,
you know what? One thing that the biggest challenge of becoming a CC has been, I can't play now without somebody knowing the name. It's very rare nowadays that somebody's not gonna go for me excessively, and I take that as a compliment. But damn, bro, sometimes it is tilting.
oh God. I'm like I played two battles and if I'm being targeted, I'm like, you know what? I think it's time to stop playing for a while.
Yeah, same here, bro.
Like, let me get this right. You are a cruiser main, right?
hmm
So do you have any favorite like tech tree line of cruisers in the game, and what are the few tactics that you find most effective when playing that ship class?
So cruisers, I think, are the hardest class to play. Not mechanically, like a CV, for example. You have a lot of things to juggle with, but cruisers play a massive role because they have to both support destroyers
Mm-hmm.
with capping and stuff, with radars, with dealing with other DDs, and they also have to stay and help the battleships with, for example, AA or dealing with other enemy destroyers. So I think the reason I like Worcester, San Martin, Minotaur, Goliath, even they all share one similar aspect. They are very much supportive and can also be very aggressive. Um, Worcester's my favorite ship, and the reason is it's because it's the only ship in the game that, first of all, can protect everybody from planes. Second of all, can spot smokes and torpedoes, but also possesses insane AP DPM and HE spamming potential. It's the combination of a Smolensk and a I don't know what to call it, like a super support ship. It's the best ship in the game if you ask me. And if you can master the shell arcs, then you are a master at aiming or shooting any guns in this game. It is yeah, it's the I think there's the most tech tree, some of the best ships in the game are tech tree ships. San Martin, for example.
Oh my God, my favorite ship, San Martin for sure these days. San Martin and then Santander,
hmm
those two ships are insane.
And why do you love them? It's DPM,
It's the
it's you
yeah,
got
exactly.
radar,
It's the
you got AA,
DPM.
and
Like people think, oh, it's only AP shields. It's not going to do much damage, bro. Play the ship.
just try it. Yeah,
Yeah,
just give
just
it a
try it.
shot. You'll
You get
see.
70k, 80k. You will be like, oh, how did I get this score? That's how it
Yeah.
is.
It's easy. And that's one thing, many of the new ships, they, of course get better and better. And I still actually don't think we have that much power creep in the game. Um, but San Martin is, a lot better than a Hindenburg in many ways, right? At
Yes.
dealing with pretty much everything. But Worcester is still able to, compete with these high tier, or not high tier, these newer ships. And, that's why I think it's, as a cruiser player, that's the quintessential cruiser. If you need to master the art of supporting and destroying.
Oh yeah, exactly. Supporting is very key. You don't want to go all around leaving your teammates. Like
Mm,
imagine you're next to a GK in a San Martin and
mhm.
you just run away and there's a CB attacking GK.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
your most noble role as a cruiser player is to defend your big battleships and help your destroyers.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I love the class. It's a fun
Like
class.
I say I'm cruiser main too, and then after
hmm
battleships, so yeah, it's so much fun playing cruisers for sure.
Yeah, and it's also I think people when they start the game, I think they should either start with BB or destroyer. But if they do start cruisers, it's going to be a tough journey in the beginning. But it's like you start on BB or destroyer, right? And then you're like, what's a cruiser? And then it's a whole new world, man. So many different options you can pick from.
That's so true. That's so true. Like we've been waiting for the updates and bug fixes for a while now. So how do you feel about the latest update in the Blitz? Any changes you would particularly excited or concerned about?
I absolutely lost my marbles when I saw the talent tree. I don't know if you saw that video, the
Yes.
why will Wizards Blitz failed me. I specifically said I want a Commander rework. It's
Yes.
almost embarrassing, right? It's so poorly aged. And they did that. So for me, this is probably the best update combined with sound update and turret bug update. And I think if Wargaming want to make more money, they should probably focus on fixing these core issues and modernizing the game. So I think this update has been a shining example of how to bring back some veteran players. So yeah, I think Wargaming should take note because I really, really enjoyed this update. I, I I still think there's some issues with the grind to level 13, 14,
Oh
15.
my
It's
God,
absolutely
the amount
insane.
of like I was trying.
Yeah.
So as soon as I saw Commander XP I can use, I just leveled up my Yamamoto from level 1 to level
Hmm.
12. It costed me I think 1.6 million Commander XP, and then when I wanted to do it from level 12 to level 15, it was more.
Is 1.8 mil. It's
Yeah.
outrageous. I mean, even as a veteran player who I have what do I have? 16,000 battles, and I've spent a lot of money on commanders. So I thought I would have a lot laying around. I think I had 14 million. I misspoke in my video and said 140 million. I
Fucking
wish.
hell, 14 million.
But that's still not enough to like that was what, seven commanders? Probably eight maybe, from
Yeah.
12 to 15. That's not a lot, man.
Like
That's
that's
like
I got Satsuma. That's why I was like, oh, I have to level up Yamamoto.
yeah, you gotta get it.
So that's the
How
only
was that
reason.
even?
Bro, I
How
so
is Satsuma?
so as soon as I downloaded the update, first thing I did was I went and bought both the super ships. It costed me 52
Hmm.
million silver.
That's gonna even bankrupt me, bro. No way.
No, I had to sell three tier 10 battleships. I was broke.
Oh my god, dude. That no. Which one did you sell? Which three? No, no. What did you
I
do?
sold GK, Colombo,
Uh huh.
and then
Okay, fair enough.
Monty because I finished Monty Battle Honors, so that's why I sold her.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah,
I
and
mean, it's Satsuma. I mean, I get
I
it.
didn't play Satsuma before we went to maintenance. I played one battle in Annapolis, bro. Let me tell you, that ship is fucking good.
Oh man, I cannot wait to get my hands on that beauty.
That
I
ship,
mean, oh, the burst.
that triple burst
Yeah.
fire. I got 24K damage with triple burst fire on Amato.
No, no, no. That is insane, dude. Imagine with bull holes,
Yep,
10% extra damage. Plus, if you then really go crazy and use some of the talents here, the extra penetration buff and the velocity buff, the shell velocity. Oh
bro.
my goodness.
Annapolis
You
with
can't dodge it.
Annapolis with Alden, it's gonna be fucking amazing. The ship felt really good. I,
Dude, Oldendorf. Oh my God. Yeah, you're making me so excited. I haven't tried them, so
my friend played Satsuma. He said the ship hits very hard. Like his one salvo took half HP of the enemy Satsuma,
wow.
but at the
Oh my
same time, the ship can't take damage. Ship can't take hits.
Okay, so it's actually okay. Well, that's very nice to hear because one thing I was scared of is you got stuff like the Hanova, right? The tier 11 German one.
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, if you got a situation where that thing just decides to push and like, it's just too tanky, that's something I would be a little afraid of. But luckily they are tech tree ships, so they can be nerfed and stuff. Yeah, I think it's an interesting time we're going into with Blitz. I mean, I don't really know what to think about these super ships. What do you think about it?
I'm excited for the perspective. I'm kind of excited, but I just not sure like is it good for game balance? Good thing
Yeah,
they limited how many super ships you can have in a team.
yeah, agree, agree.
And it's also not easy for everyone to get. Like you have sometimes you have people with 1,000 battles straight away buying a ship from a crate.
Hmm.
So
That's an issue.
yeah, I like how they made it. It's not easy for everyone. Like I have friends with so many battles, but they still can't buy it because of silver or anything else.
Mm. And I,
So
I, I think,
yeah,
sorry.
no, I think the limited access is kind of good.
I totally agree. And I think one thing that this game was dearly missing was you can't just keep pumping out premium tier 10s and 9s and 8s, right? You needed something that was a time sinker for somebody like me or you who has played the game for a couple of years and has a couple tier 10s. That's what we really needed. And now with the
Exactly.
commander system, there's some longevity now. It looks like, okay, there's at least 2 or 3 years where we're gonna get super ships and stuff, and who knows what happens after that.
Like we never know. Maybe in January or February we're gonna have super ships tech tree. Who knows?
I really hope so, because
Yeah.
I will admit this, I would love to see more super ships. We're seeing so many being churned out of PC. Super Sao, Super Jinan. I mean, Super Jinan is basically just the Smolensk with four torpedo tubes on each side, like quad tubes. So like
Oh.
32 torpedoes. Like, bro, give me that thing.
What the? Imagine you
Yeah,
have
dude. Let me send you a picture of it, okay?
Bro, imagine you have two battleships in a cap and you have two of those ships on the other side. I'm like, what are you gonna do? You have 64 torpedoes coming at you. You can't do anything.
No, it's insane, but I do think that we should see some other improvements as well. Like I think you talked about with Terry that it had a 20-kilometer range.
Yeah, Satsuma.
Um, I think we should extend the maps a little bit. Maybe have
Bro, you
more
know
players
what?
on the
I
team.
would honestly sit at the spawn area and I'll ask my CV to spot the CV and I'll just, first thing I'll do before I move
Yeah,
is snipe.
of course. I mean, it's I actually when you guys talked about it, the first thing I thought was finally there's some counter to a CV.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty nice. I don't mind having, I don't mind it having 20K because that means you can actually fire back.
I mean, I'm pretty sure people gonna do this. Imagine you having
Yeah.
a division of Satsuma and double Black Amato. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Nothing. You're just gonna cook and or either go in the corner and wait.
They
It's good.
literally can stay in range and snipe everything.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I love it. More of that. More counter to CVs, please.
Like everyone has some kind of opinion regarding this, and I'm 70% sure people pick particular class, which I'm not saying now. But what are your thoughts on game balance in World of Warships, please? Like, do you think any ships or classes need adjustments?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a case for Castilla here. I think,
Yes.
and the tier 9. I've played the Castilla quite a bit now. I have it on my main account, and I've tried everything, man. It. I think you need to focus more on if you want to release as many ships as they do, especially tech tree ones. Spend more time in testing. I can't say internals of how the CC program works, but it seems to me that some of the things come out not really correct. And even though there's feedback coming back, it's like it only happens later. We have the example of also legendary modules that are kind of becoming buffs for ships. I think that's a balancing issue. They should focus on balancing the ships more, I think, than they should churning out new ones. I know
Y-
that's not what makes them money, right? But
But it's
it seems to me that if they want to survive, they have to fix the game and they have to get balancing correct. There's the whole CV thing. I actually think if they keep implementing changes to AA, the stuff they tried here in the couple patches ago, it's not done much, but it's a start, right?
yeah,
So in some senses, I think we're going in the right direction. It's at least been very nice this year. There's been balancing changes. They've done that. And I just think they're focusing on other things now, which I do think it's fair. Castilla can survive a little bit. It can suffer a little bit more.
yeah. I think it's the
just,
lack of
just
it's the lack of communication from Blitz side that's
yeah.
hurting the community more. Like if you know what's going on and if they give us timely updates,
Mm.
then we would know. Or else we're like, what the hell they're doing?
It's as a CC, you know everything, right? Well, not everything, but we know a lot more, and it's kind of sucks sometimes because there's some news that maybe if they were told earlier, creating some hype that would be I think that would be good for the game. You're absolutely right. Their communication skills are atrocious, and as somebody who literally works with radios and communication in on a warship,
Yeah.
it's embarrassing.
It is, bro. Like the point you mentioned, before they fix the ship, they release a different ship. It's the same way what I
Mhm.
noticed with the bugs and issues we have in the game. Before they fix the previous bugs, they release the new update with new
Yeah.
bugs.
I've really been thinking about this for a while. Um, I'm not a developer or anything, but I do realize when they fix something and introduce something new, because everybody's on quadrillion different devices, right?
Yep.
I'm on a PC, somebody's on an iPad, and most people are on different phones. If they want to fix this, bro, they gotta create a new game. They gotta totally recreate the game on a Unity engine. a modern engine that works,
Yes.
that you can also put on Steam, Steam Deck, and Google Play, iTunes. My point being, look at World of Tanks Blitz. It's also on PC. That game has been thriving for so many years. I think wargaming should just, stop beating the dead horse and just get a new engine, bro. Just get a new engine.
Oh my God, to save the game, yes.
Yeah, and I think actually, if the thing is, Legends is its own thing, PC is its own thing, Blitz is definitely its own thing, and it's a completely unique game in the World of Warships niche. That I think if you put a PC, version of it up, I think the PC player base would check it out.
Yep, it's the
So
same like the same way you guys are playing like on BlueStacks.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, it's that's I think that's the biggest thing for me. If they were to do something right, that would be it. And it's not just because I'm a PC player and I would love it, right? It is a little bit biased to say, but it is just the truth of the matter. They need a real engine that's modern, and I think Unity 5. I don't know if it works for mobile games, but I would imagine it does.
Yes.
Um, I think that would be nice. Better graphics, you know, you can all and also this optimization for different devices, so that a person who has a older generation phone can still play. They can just tinker with graphics and say, I want these details off, water details dimmed down, no shadows, no clouds, stuff like this. Yeah, it's an old game and it shows. It's kind of embarrassing at this point, and the bots as well, man.
Oh my God.
Sorry, can I swear?
Of
So
of
I
course
just
of
did, but
course you
yeah, man,
can.
the bots.
No, no, of course
Oh
you
yeah.
can, bruh. Like, I don't even know how to say. Like, I get easily frustrated just because of the bots. Like, my day gets
Mhm.
ruined just because of the bots.
Same, bro. I actually legitimately can stop playing for weeks because I've had a bad encounter with a bot. It
Oh
pisses
man.
me off so much. And the thing is, in 2018, 19, it was fair enough. The game was new, but I really love how Terry put it because it's exactly how I feel when I see a bot drifting around. It's unprofessional, man. And I have another saying. It's darn right embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing to sit here and look at a game that does so many things like a professional game or a team that makes this game, but they have these bots that you don't know what to think. I mean, it completely ruins immersion, and it's also game breaking in many senses. The smoke thing with destroyers that I think they've fixed a little bit. I don't know, but
Yes,
it's just
they didn't fix it fully, but they fixed it like a little bit.
I think if you're close, if there's somewhat close range, they will spot you. But if you're a little bit further away, it's going to be
Yeah.
safe. But again, that's the main thing. Fix the bots, then
Yeah.
make a better version of
It's
the game, basically,
it's like you want
and
to
then
shoot
turn
shoot
out
at the you want
ships.
to shoot at the bot, but you wait until it gets closer to shoot at it, and then you get
Oh yeah,
toped, and then you get toped by the bot.
there's actually I have a pro tip for the players out there. In the beginning of a game, if you see a bot, it's typically a BB. They have a starting course that they're going to go down, and then as soon as somebody fires at them, it's like I think it's programmed into them. They will go on their combat course. So they turn. That's when you fire. So fire one shell, wait for them to do the turn, and then when you see they're kind of going straight, that's when you fire. That's how you counter a bot turning. But of course they can still do it. It's just most of the time they will go straight after that one crazy 90-degree turn.
Yeah, I always wait until they make the first turn and then.
Yeah, exactly. It's the first turn, bro. You just got to get that out of the way. Then you can hammer on.
Bro, I think 2 days ago I was in Gina and there was this bot Amato next to me. He was like not far off, only 5 kilometers from me. I was like, I released all three sets of torps.
Mm.
He turned 360 and like dodged all torps.
Yeah, that's that. Then you're. It's embarrassing.
I was
Like,
like,
how can this be?
he turned 360 and slapped me so hard.
Oh, the only time I've ever seen that, is the battleship where they drop the anchor and they just do a crazy turn. Like,
Yeah.
then implement this anchor skill, bro. If you want the game to be like this wargaming, put an anchor skill in the game so we can drift. Come on, man.
Oh, it's insane. That makes me wonder what kind of modules do these bots have?
Yeah, bro. I think they got bow thrusters, man. I think they got some powerful bow thrusters with jets or some shit.
Oh God, it's insane. I was like, someone was saying, we have Transformers coming and we're gonna see bots turning into Autobots and flying now.
Yeah, I mean, with the Transformers collaboration, it just got Optimus Prime flying around as a bot. It transforms into a GK and then flies away.
Oh my God, GK will be sunk with fire.
Bro, anything's possible with these bots, man. And if there's something that gives me PTSD, it's the Des Moines bot, man. Scary thing.
Bro, do you remember when they first released Italian bots? Every salvo was Citadel Crisis.
Yeah, it was nutty, man. I was very frightened of the Columbos, man. But it seems like they've toned down a little bit.
That was like I don't play destroyers usually. I was playing Lucian early in the morning. I was just behind the island. This Colombo came and literally sunk me in one salvo.
Dude, it's the scariest thing. But at the same time, I don't know why, but when a bot kills me like in a way I don't ever imagine it doing, if I underestimate the bot, then I'm always like, okay, fair enough, bro, fair enough. You can still shoot like when they fire torpedoes. I'm like, okay, it just did that.
Yeah, you're like sometimes it happens. You're like 12 kilometers away, but bot will snipe you.
Yeah, it's okay, fair enough. GG.
And especially sometimes CV bots, bro, they chase you down.
Oh my lord, I don't even get me started on CV bots.
They chase
They are
you
the most
down.
annoying. Yeah, they do. And they don't even chase you down. I feel like bot midways when you're playing a DD, it half HPs you every time. I don't know why, but it frightens me.
Bro, like once they have the eye on you, they're like, okay, entire battle on you.
Yeah, you're done.
It's
No more fun for you. Fun
oh
police is
man.
here.
Like I've seen so many people collaborate to make content in this game. Like how important do you think collaboration is in the gaming community and what other creators do you enjoy working with?
I think collaborations is especially in a small game like this is super important because community contributors we lift each other up. Like Sly, he helped me so much promoting, and he still does. And I don't know, one thing I love about this YouTube community at least is we're kind of all helping each other, commenting on each other's video, watching them, liking them, to push them out. And every time somebody new comes on the scene, for example, I think this is amazing. I'm gonna post posts on community at Discord and my YouTube channel so people can see this. That's the type of stuff that's also a collaboration. But I've done a lot of stuff with Red, and I think that's just good old gaming with friends. I think that's when the collaborations are best. I also love playing with Sly because we just have fun, right? So
Yes.
I think it's important, but like in this game, bro, it's such a tiny community that you're kind of collaborating with everybody at the same time because it's the same players you see over and over again in the games, right? And people with stream sniping, everybody knows each other. So if you want to start a channel, there's so much support behind you because people already know you, right?
Like the only
It's
thing that doesn't change from one content creator to other content creator is stream sniping.
Oh yeah, that's just a given, bro. And if you guys out there are thinking about starting streaming, it's so fun, but just be aware that your main account's gonna suffer.
Yeah.
You're
Oh.
you're just gonna have to take it, bro, because that's what it is. I've done it too. There you go. I've also stream sniped. That's actually how I got my start, bro.
Like, yeah, that's what happens. Like, I think in one of the tournaments in Asia, there was like the streamer forgot to put stream delay. Imagine how it went.
Oh, oh no, that's the number one rule when you're streaming an event, or just streaming in general. Have at least a 10-second delay if you're playing
No,
normals.
it was in Ruler of the Waves. There was no stream delay. Oh my God.
Okay, that's bad. That is very bad. That's like my worst nightmare when streaming Rule of the Waves.
I would be like, you know
I
what?
was,
I'm deleting the game now. I don't want this
yeah,
anymore.
yeah, just deleting the channel. Sorry, guys, I'm off grid. See you later.
Oh God. Like looking ahead, where do you see World of Warships Blitz heading into next year or so? Like any predictions?
Next year, I think we're gonna see. I'm an optimistic guy when it comes to this. I want to be
Don't don't
optimistic. I
don't
hope
say
we do.
submarines. Don't say submarines.
I actually don't think we'll see submarines. Just because of the fact that it doesn't make sense in this game.
Yeah.
The maps are too small again, and you know, let's say you're playing Golden Channel or Cage, and you're getting close to the cap. It's center control. You can't even see this submarine. He's already fired torpedoes to hit half your team because, like, if the distance is right, he can just shoot across that cap.
Yep.
So I don't think we're going to see that. But what I do think we're going to hopefully see is better events because I think they really took that to heart that we did not like this summer,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we're going to see a ton of super ships. That's going to
Ooh.
be what they're churning out. That's just a guess because there's so much to draw from PC. So yeah, I think for the longer future though, I'm gonna say this as a prediction. I think they will make a PC model or a better version that can support, you know, different devices and also PC play. It's a hope, but I actually you know, business wise, I think that would make the most sense. And I'm not a businessman, but if they want
Fingers
to survive and compete,
fingers crossed, yeah.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if they don't do some type of innovation in the next 3 to 5 years, I don't think this game is going to be seeing a growth, at least. It might retain the player base that is already here.
Yep.
Probably not grow so much.
No, like when it comes to events, we're not asking it to make it super easy. We're just asking to make it like bit achievable. Like, when you see them and you're like, oh, okay, I can do that. Instead of saying,
Hmm.
who the fuck's gonna do that?
I remember an event, I can't remember what ship we got from it, but it was the first time they introduced personal challenges. Like, where the hell are personal challenges for gaming? What happened to an event where you sink, what is it, 100 battles or something in total? Where you have to, like, you know, go up the tiers of how much damage you have to do, for example, in different nations.
Yes.
I loved it. I love personal challenges, and you got a ship or a commander and a bunch of things you could use for your, you know, your grind. I think we should see more of that stuff because there's still an incentive to spend money. Like the whales will always spend money because it isn't pay to win; it's pay to progress. So you know, make more of this where if you sink in time as a free to play player, you will get something out of it because time is money. So if they do that, I think that's an event people will like. It doesn't even have to be a crazy thing, just an elite commander, right? A good elite commander is going to be enough for people to play those 80 games.
Yes.
So yeah, I hope they do that next year. I really hope.
Like we can only hope, right?
Yeah, I mean, even make a really hard personal challenge where you get a super ship for like 10
Oh my
games.
God.
Like you know, make a bunch of different ones. You get a token for like halfway through the personal thing, the personal challenge. That's what they're
Yeah.
called.
Like last
And
event
then
I
at the
remember,
end,
like the event that I remembered that was really, really good was Saint Vincent event.
yeah, that I actually wasn't home for that one, but I heard a lot of good things about it. And you know, it's just funny to me how they have so many good events and so many shite ones.
They have
Like
more shite events.
it's like it's a you know whoever is doing this is like it's their team's bipolar, man. They go crazy bad or crazy good. It's either one or. Like we can't just have a solid streamline event cycle.
No. Like, all right, finally, what three suggestions would you give to the new players?
Okay, so if you're starting out in Blitz, I have the first one. Think of the future when you're grinding. So let's say you pick an American battleship line, the Montana line. When you make your commander, you don't select talents in your commander tree based off of the current ship you're playing. If your goal is to go to tier 8, think about the tier 8 and what it does. Use YouTube, and it's gonna sound like I'm come watch my channel. There's so much content from, for example, Terry, who has made countless videos teaching people, especially new players, how to play the game. Watch his videos, and then when you find a line you want to go down, then stick to that and figure out if it's, you know, your thing. Second thing is don't spend money on crates. If you want to spend money on this game, spend it on commanders and camos, legendary modules. These crates are, you know, they're crates. I don't really have much to say about them. I don't agree with it. But I think if you want to spend money on this game, the best way to spend it is on commanders and camos to make your ships better. And don't guys, do not get fooled by premium ships. The best ships in the game are the tech tree ships, and my favorites are all tech tree ships. I don't think I have a single favorite premium ship. So yeah, just see this as a long, long, long grind. And if it's too daunting, then just play low tier. Play a bunch of different low tier ships. You don't have to get to tier 10. So, and the last thing, the very last thing, there can be a lot of elitism in Blitz because it's a tight community, and especially once you get up to the higher tiers, people care about stats a lot. I care about stats somewhat. My viewers do. We all care about different things. Make sure you first of all just have fun. If somebody dogs on your win rate, you can either improve it or you can just keep having fun and just say, yeah, whatever. It's not all, end all be all. It's not the stats that matter. It is, in fact, that you're a good teammate. This is a team game. It's not an ego selfish fight against 7 people. If you don't play for the team, you will never win games. That's probably the biggest advice. It's a team game.
It absolutely is. People do forget that.
I forget that many times. But if you really want to focus on getting better, playing for the team is probably the best way to improve.
Yes. All right, that's the end of it. Thank you so much, Bob.
Awesome,
Like,
man.
it's been a pleasure, and thank you so much for taking your time. I know it's mid like 2 a.m. for you.
Well, you know what? I was up anyways. Like you said, we're night creatures. Dude, it
And
was a pleasure, man. I love what you're doing here. I can't wait to hear the other episodes you got planned.
thank you so much. Like, don't stop doing the content because it's so much fun for all of us to watch you on live streams and your gameplay videos, especially. They're so helpful for us.
I'll keep it coming, man. Don't worry.
Thank you, and
If as long as Blitz takes us serious, I will also take content creation serious.
please listen to him wargaming.
We love this game, bro. Please, please, don't make us suffer.
All right, I wish you good luck, brother, with everything you do.
Yeah, man. Have a great day, dude. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Bye, bro.
Bye.